All right. Welcome in. Let's get to work. Good morning, everyone. Happy to have everybody in the chat. Let's do a couple things here. Screen's working good. All right, time to go to our YouTube. Get everything set up there. Okay. I think Trump is speaking right now, so that's going to be interesting. No sense in turning that on right now, but okay. Edit. All right. Whoa, there goes price a little bit. Okay, got that set up and good. Let's go here. Kevin, what's going on? Adam, what's good? Let's get the link blasted out here. And one more second, and then we will be ready to look at some charts and make some trades. Good. All right. Okay. All right. Good signal there. Bad signal there. Good signal there. All right. So let's go here. And I don't need that. Markets are barely down. Okay. So we're really ranging between like here and I want to say here, but mainly down here at this 19,250 level is kind of what I'm seeing. So we'll figure that out. Let's go group. Go 6. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay, good signal there. All right. Another week long signal. We're right at VWAP, so things are going to get a little interesting pretty fast. Keep an eye on that. Good. Okay, so I got my hourly's down, 15's down, 10 minutes down, 5 minute is up barely, and then my 1 minute chart is up as well. So we'll see how this turns out for us. ATR is sitting at 28. That's pretty high. That's pretty high, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Be patient with some of our trades here. Got a feeling we could be looking at kind of a reversal here, so we'll be patient if we do get a signal that we like. We could be one and done for today too. That'd be nice. 75% strong. Okay. Had maybe a chance to get into that thing right in here, but it pulled back. I thought it was going to pull back a little further and then go, so it ran on us. All right. So we'll wait, see kind of what price wants to do here. Okay. Good signal, but kind of what I was expecting is price would pop and then maybe reverse on us a little bit. What I wanted to see first was price pull back a little bit deeper, then roll up. We didn't get that, so still a good signal here. Weak. Okay. This is what I was hoping for, but we're not going to take that right now. Okay. Boom. Take off. Okay, nice. One, what's the latest on the Discord? And two, signal analysis page. How does one tell difference between 1 minute signals? Yeah, Kevin, I got to do, Kevin, that's one thing I have to update on the signal analysis. I have to do that. Discord is ready to go. If you go to the description of this video, it's the second link. It is ready for you to jump in. The signal analysis, that is something I am working on. That would get worked on here very soon. Good signal so far. We're not taking this one yet either. That's something that I was looking at and like, oh yeah, we got to fix that. So good call there as well. We will get the signal analysis page detailed out. That way you can go back and actually look at what signal was what, because it is, I mean, it's basically impossible to know which one is what. So I am in agreement with you on that. So just kind of some things that we got to fine tune. That's actually a good signal right there. Some things for us to fine tune, but these updated signals are like a day old, right? We haven't had them for that long, so there'll be maybe a hiccup or two with them. I still haven't figured out why we don't have a daily signal yet. So we won't have one until Sunday, if we get one. So right, Camille, I'm doing minis right now. Okay, I've got a 78%, a little overbought, so we'll just be patient here. I'm waiting for a 75% and a nice maybe pullback. So we'll wait here. What's going on, Camille? Happy to have you, my friend. So I don't really need that open, do I? Okay. Bad signal there. All right. Long. 10 minutes long, 15 minutes still down. Wow. Sell signal right here. I'll take it right there. Jump in. $10-point stop. Ooh, run on. Down 214. All right. We shouldn't have taken that signal. We're way too far up here to be taking that signal. Bad signal. Or bad trade by me. That was stupid. That was dumb. I was kind of waiting on price to reverse back down. That's kind of what I was like hoping to see. But it just doesn't make sense to go short up here. That doesn't make any sense at all. I kind of thought we might get price to like reverse off of these highs right here and come down. Mistimed it. Bad signal by me. Or bad trade by me. It's a fine signal. I should just know better. No short trades when price is above the EMAs. That's so silly. We should just be waiting. Weak. Okay. That was dumb. That was so dumb. Okay. All right, that's what I was hoping to see, but ideally we would have seen that a bit bigger and faster and sooner. That was bad. Shouldn't have done that. All right. Let's see if there's a reason why we have. Thanks, Camille. Appreciate it. It's coming along. Okay, got price reversing up or back down a little bit. We'll see kind of how that turns out. See if I have any news. Okay, now we're ready for a reversal trade potentially. That signal's a good one so far. It might turn into a bad one, but it's good so far. Again, VWAP is flat, so we need to expect kind of the unexpected here, 10. And if it gets up to here, it's good. Good signal. Or bad signal, I guess. Okay. Now we've got ourselves a nice little top here. And I think a nice bottom right here. Like this feels right to me. 19,380, or yeah, 368 feels about right to me. 15. Okay, so we have a strong 5-minute, we have a strong 10-minute, and we have a strong 15-minute. So we're very bullish on the higher time frames for where we are. Makes sense. 10-minute and 15-minute. Makes sense. 15-minute chart is a rocket ship. That's crazy. So we'll see what comes next. Good signal here. Price reversing down a little bit. Maybe patient. See what we got. Now I have to ignore this one because I just lost a trade on this one, which is getting a strong signal when price is above the EMAs. We just need to be patient here and not rush anything. Like we know we can get what we want if we get price to reverse back. Like we know we can get that. So we just need to be patient and wait for the right opportunity. I rushed it last time and we got smoked. Shouldn't have done that. And so we're gonna be a little patient here and just hang out for a second. Okay. Assuming this signal isn't overbought, we have a chance. Take a short right here. Nope, weak. We wait. Even though I want this trade bad. We're gonna wait. Okay, headed towards VWAP. Okay. I kind of have a feeling, I'm not sure We could slice through. We sliced through last time. Well, we got rejected big right here, right? We pulled back 40 points. Oh, wow. Good call by the AI to not take that weak signal, or to call a weak signal. Wow, that was really good. This is why we're patient. We wait. We don't jump the gun. Yes, this was a good one. I was waiting because I just didn't want to make the same mistake twice, but I would have made money here. This one, we weren't ultra aggressive with it to start, and it paid off because price completely reverses off of, this is a 20 period moving average here. All right, weak signal there, weak sell signal. So now we're definitely back inside that range, comfortably back inside that range, and we'll kind of chill out and see what we got. Good signal here. We're really ranging now. ATR is down to 25 or so. So we still have enough room to do some damage, but we'll definitely need some decent movement. Let's put that right there. All right. Okay. Yep. I assume this to be the case as well. Strong signal here. So far, it's pretty decent. I don't know if we're going to touch VWAP or not, so we'll be patient. But these candles back to back are enormous. So this one red candle was 31 points, or 30 points. That's crazy. And then this one before it was even bigger because I had that huge wick. This is 41 points, 40 points. That's crazy. Okay. So just some simple rules here, trying to make sure that we don't trade this range because it's chopping. Obviously, it's back and forth. We haven't had, basically, we had it here. We could take that trade. We didn't. We haven't had the same colored candle twice in a row, really, without a huge drawback or drawdown. So just be patient. Let's see what we get here. We're at that bottom. 20 signals, a strong one. I'll take a sell right here. Oh man, we already got run off. Pretty good. Nice. Huge. Boom. Puts us up 141. That was a $300, almost $400 trade. That was awesome. Good trade there. Good. Puts us up about 800 bucks for the day. Good. Good stuff there. We break and then we retreat. So let's be patient here because we just touched VWAP and now we're back. Oh man, I'm nervous about this one. Okay, it's weak signal, good. If it gave me a strong one, I'd probably have to take it because I just, such a good setup, but we're gonna wait because it's weak here. So far it's a bad one though. It's probably gonna turn into a good one. This is my concern before, is that we would have a huge pullback first and then price would go. So we open up and we run 14 points and then maybe we drop down, which isn't a bad thing, I guess, right? 14 point push up, like not terrible. But we need to get the kind of movement on the downside that warrants that kind of like having to deal with that. So 14, we need to get down to like right here, 14 and a half. So 32, and we get there. Nice, good signal actually. Okay, so we're below VWAP here. We touched it once, and then we chopped, and then we pushed up again. We ran back down. So let's see if this move continues. We're definitely making some new lows here recently. 85%. Damn, I want to take this trade, but I'm not going to dance with an 85% signal. I know this thing could probably run for a minute. Yep, there it goes. I just want to be disciplined with the trades that we take, because we took one that was bad, we took one that was right, and we made more money on the, we can just check actually, before I start just running off what I'm saying. I actually don't know. Let's look at a different account. Yeah, 141, good. We got to trade back some of these Express accounts. We're going to be able to get a payout before the account's able to get a payout, which is going to be interesting, but whatever. What do we got? Nice, Levi. Boom, good work. Love that. Love seeing that. Okay. Sell signal here. We just can't take it now. It's too far gone. So we'll wait. And it's not what I want to do at all. But by the time that candle opened and we got the signal, I think it already moved. And I just don't want to chase anything. That's not what I'm into. All right, so we bottomed here and we ran up. But now we're looking at, okay, so that bottom remains solid. But I'm also looking at this one right here. And this is why I don't chase these trades. I know that was a strong one, but if we don't get any sort of pullback on a candle before we enter, or at least like if we can't get in at or like very near the open price, it's very difficult for me to take a trade because basically price has to stop going in that direction and we lose money. Like it can go, you know, any which way. We ran down 19 points. That's technically a good signal, unless it runs higher. That's technically a good signal. But anyway, so I don't want to, like, this would be too far. That would be right. Like if we got in at this point, that'd be fine. Or even if we were trying to go short right there, like all of this would be fine. But once it like drops like that on you, it's just so hard to know that price is going to keep moving for you. So I like to just kind of wait those out a little bit. Okay. Two are on. Good. We have a strong long signal. It's a tongue twister. But it looks like we're not going to take a long here just because we're below our moving averages, right? We got to be patient there and wait. Moving averages are here as well. But interesting. So let's see if this is our top right here. Not afraid to take a long or a short trade off of this at all. I'm not at all. Not afraid of that. But I want to see where price wants to go first. Name of the game is just being patient. Now, there were a couple trades in here that I'm sure I could have taken, and maybe you guys could have taken as well. I just opted not to for one reason or another. So I'm trying to be as, not cautious. I would say cautious is the wrong word. Okay. Nice. So it looks like we're ready to maybe come back down a little bit. We've definitely found our bottom down here, or down top up here, it looks like. Maybe we found our bottom down here, so now we're going to range in here. I'll be patient again. Let's just see what we got here. Weak long signal, that's probably the best case scenario. Okay. Push down. I'm going to close this. actually, 1 second. Some WD on that bad boy. All right. All right. What we got? ATR has probably dropped off a little bit, but not much. Still pretty high. 5 minute and 9 EMA. PSP 1 second. Okay. 31. All right, that's still pretty big. Got nothing here. I'm not interested in any signal right now. So you were wrong, and we'll see what you do. PSP, are you taking only signals in line with 5 minute and 9 EMA? Not necessarily, but that is a way of interpreting it, PSP. So what I'm looking at is, can you guys see? Okay. I'm looking at the 1 minute chart, and I'm basically taking my trades off of that. Now, because the 5 minute, 10 minute do align, the hourly, I guess, it does help. But I really just want to take short trades below the EMAs, and then I want to take long trades above the EMAs. As simple as that sounds, it just makes sure that we don't take stupid trades like I took right here. I took something somewhere in here. I took a short trade up here. It was just dumb. Like, what are we doing? So I'm just trying to avoid taking bad trades, but essentially the 5 minute and the 10 minute are going to give me good direction, I think, and we have very strong direction on the 5 minute, so that should help us. Okay, I have a weak weak long signal here. I can't believe that actually was going to work out. Wow, that's a hell of a signal. Yeah, you're welcome. Use the signals as you see fit, but I do think that the more alignment you can get with the signals, so trying to take longs when everything looks green and red, and shorts when everything looks red, will be the best case for you. This is really only day 2 of having our higher time frames on the screen. I know it sounds like, why wouldn't we have it earlier? It sounds kind of obvious, but you know, it really is our second day, so we're still kind of working through it. But so far, so good. But typically, just 9 EMA. I have a 20 EMA on the chart as well, so just making sure that I'm trading in line with that makes a ton of sense. Like, I might get a strong long signal here. $30, $65. Yeah, I got a pretty solid long signal here. 5 minutes still gives me a sell signal, so I'm with that. I mean, which makes sense. These are huge moves down. Massive. Wow. The sell signal came in a little later than I would have liked, because I would have taken that. Holy Earth, what's good? Yep, PSP, I totally agree. Having the higher time frames does make a huge difference. Just giving you some context, right, to what is going on holistically and universally rather than just the micro. All right, so we testing this low right here that we previously made. Let's see what we get from that. I could see price like strongly reversing off of this. I really wanted this sell signal, but we just didn't get it in time, or we didn't get the movement that I wanted to see initially, and so we weren't able to take that. All right. Okay, kind of nervous about what this next signal might give us. Sell signal. Jump in right there, stop. Yeah. That was on us. We messed that one up big time. That was what I mean. So we're down 132 now. We're back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Damn. So that was what I meant by that. Is had I waited another couple seconds, which hard to know, we probably would have gotten in somewhere up here. And then I don't know if this signal ends up being correct or not, but we're not down $300 off the rip. We're down a couple hundred, or maybe just down like 150. And then maybe we get stopped out up here. I don't know. But we entered here-ish, and price just runs pretty quick. And it's like, dang, there's nothing for us there. So gotta wait. Gotta wait. Name of the game. Now we're chopping again. So now we're definitely within this range. Okay. Which this makes sense. So we'll chill out for a little bit. L, win, L. Dang, we're 1 for 3 right now. Okay. There's price popping up a little bit, so we'll rank that poorly. But it's not a terrible trade. I probably could have read into this wick a little bit better and said, I don't know if price is going to go down a little further. But had it gone down half, down to here, we would have made some money. So it wouldn't have been all that bad. But we didn't get that. VWAP up here, so we're about 60 points out. 60-ish points out. It's not really in contention right now, but if this candle goes green, the next one goes green, I could see price ripping straight to it. We're still underneath our EMAs, so I'm not interested in a long just yet, but maybe this next candle could give us something that would be inspiring. We'll see. 5 minute looks like, oof. Good night. Look at the 5 minute here. Oh, straight bouncing. There's just no way we were going to have profit there. That was just a bad trade by me. There's no way. Okay, time for us to reverse. All right, now we're talking. Now VWAP's only 40 points out. ATR is basically 30, so that's one candle. All right, let's see if we get a strong enough move here to take a long trade here. Strong enough signal, rather. Okay. Big wake up right here. So we kind of touched up here. Weak sell signal. Okay, so we're going to need a lot more convincing. All right, now we're really flattening out. Okay. I don't know if this is a better sell or buy signal. I really don't know. Open 9, 8. Long, finally. Starting out good. I'm wondering if really this is our high that we're trying to respect. I don't know. Because we have this candle up here that was the high there. And then these three have kind of rejected this level right there. So, okay. So far it's a good signal because it moved more up than down. But let's just see kind of how this goes. Kyle was good. Okay. I mean, there's just a whole lot of dancing going on right now. So we definitely aren't going lower than this for right now. We need some catalyst. But I don't know if we're going to go higher than up here. I don't know. Okay, 65% long. So far it's a bad signal, but we'll see kind of what we get here. Now, if we do get, let's say we do get price to kind of curl back a little bit. Let's say we get like a nice push down here. I'd be okay taking another sell, mostly because I feel like we're going from top to bottom. So if this candle is not, but if it did, it went red and dropped down quite nicely, and then we got a strong sell signal, as long as we're below our EMAs, I'd be cool taking a sell right here and trying to capture, a few points. I'd be cool with that. So that's a good signal right there. I just don't know if we're going to break and hold this. It's basically that level right there at 14. And I'm going to have to be convinced because I'm not. Okay, strong long signal. I'll take it right there. See if I can ride this thing up. There we go. There we go. Right back where we were. Literally right back where we were. All right, so let's see if we can put two good trades together. Either way, that's a bad signal. Well managed, but bad signal. Price pulls back, and I felt like had I gotten in, I think I did right in here-ish, I felt like that was enough room for me. Like if price dropped below, then it dropped below, but I thought I had the right instincts there. I'm waiting on this one. It popped up and pulled back quickly. I don't like that. It might still run. It probably is going to. But I didn't like the way it started out. It's a good signal there. We could have crushed that one too. We could have absolutely spanked that one. All right. Okay. Good signal. VWAP touch almost. So now we have this to play with. I don't know what we're gonna do here. Down, right? Straight down. Like we didn't even, like it was just ugly. Boom, straight through VWAP. I don't know. I think, were we in this trade? I don't remember. Was that? Yeah, we were in this trade, I think. Or maybe it was this one we were in. I think it was this one. Anyway, cut through right away, but we rejected over here. Now we are going to do what? Technically, this is a bad signal until it, no, that's a good signal now. Okay, so we slice through. 8 points down, we're already 18 points up. All right, so price doesn't give a flying F about VWAP right now. Like we are not using it as support and resistance. It is just hot knife through butter. Like it is nothing here. So let's just go ahead and pretend and trade as if it doesn't exist anyway, because it doesn't feel like it is. 85% reversal potential here, so I'm gonna wait. If that was a 70%, I probably still wouldn't have been in this trade yet. Again, we popped up first and pulled back. That always makes me nervous. I like very clean signals or very clean candles. So when a new candle opens up, I like to do like this first. Go down, I can jump in-ish, and then we can run it back up. But when it opens up first and then it pulls back, it's like, whoa, we had an initial surge, and then now, like in this case, sellers are stepping in and pushing price back down. So for me, it's tough to jump into these. But it's an 85, so we don't trade those. It's an 82 before, we don't trade that one. That one would have been hard to manage pretty well. So, but this one's looking interesting too. All right. I'm interested to see what we get here. 40% long, that sounds about right. We're right at VWAP. GPT knows that. So we'll see what we do here. Now we're dancing with VWAP. All right, so let's just call VWAP our support. And we'll call that top our resistance. Let's just see what we get here. We know we're going to get some movement. We know it's going to be kind of violent. So let's just be patient and see what we get. Okay. Weak signal here. Okay. You were bad and you're figuring it out. I'm looking at VWAP and saying, okay, ATR is plummeting. We're down to 22. We were up at 34 not long ago at 23, which literally is over here. So 20 minutes ago, we were peaking, which makes sense. ATR should be coming down now. See if there's any news. Strong long signal. I don't know, man. I'm gonna wait. I know the AI is more right than I am, and that's a great trade, but I'm gonna wait on that. Okay. Okay, nice run here. See if we can get above this level up here. That's awesome to hear, Matt, my friend. Good work. 75%. Okay. I'm gonna jump in right there. Let's see if I can be right on this one. Oh, that's close. Wow. Wow. 20 bucks on that. All that for 20 bucks. Okay, I think we're like 2 for 2 or 3 for 3 or 3 for 6 or 2 for 4 or something like that. For today, plus 160 across all of our accounts. All right, good. That was a gutsy trade. Had I gotten in a little later, that would have been nice. But I really thought that we would get price to kind of roll back and then boom, shoot up like kind of like this. I did not expect to almost get my stop smoked. I did not expect that. Camille, great work. Camille, go to the description of this page, go to the Discord, and share your wins with the fam, with the chat. Okay. Okay. All right. For some context, here's where we are. Not looking to take a short here. I know that GPT likes it, and I know why it likes it. I do too. But not looking to take this short right here. It might even work out. The way this setup is, it looks beautiful. Like popped up, enter somewhere, and let it run down. Like it looks awesome. I'm just not taking it because, again, we're ahead or we're above our moving averages, and I just don't want to take this kind of trade with this kind of momentum. Never mind, we're right at VWAP, so like anything can happen, obviously. And we got bailed out of this trade right here. We got bailed out. We were like maybe a point or two away from that thing being a loss. So it was only a 10-point stop, but still 6. This is 7. So you're technically a good signal. Let's just see what we get here. We're at VWAP, so we can chill out for a second. It might give me another strong sell signal, honestly. Yeah, there it is. Good setup. That's a great tee up and a great move. That's awesome. That's just not the trade I want to take just right now. 10-minute, 15-minute all say long. So we're going to need to recalibrate first. And we should have a new signal, a new 5-minute and 10-minute in the next minute and a half. But that's an awesome little push down right there. I'll flip that over to bad, just so that we don't get, yeah, there we go. All right, so we're really chilling and we're hanging out. Kind of our range. We keep finding ranges. We broke up and out in here, which was cool. We broke out down here, which is cool, and then we broke up here. So a lot of this is just like range trading, right? A lot of this is just finding the high and low and then just waiting for price to make its move. The better we can do that, the more consistent we are going to be. Okay, pop and run. 50. Okay, so my 5-minute and 10-minute still show strong long, like strong long. So that's interesting. Not to just keep on keeping on. Okay. Some monster move. Typically when we get these, I fully expect price to kind of like reverse up for a second. So these are really difficult signals to trade. I'm gonna just, give it a second on this one. That might have been my chance. I don't know. Yeah, there it goes again. I'm gonna hang out on this one unless price really rips up and I can maybe take it. We're sitting at VWAP. There's just not a whole lot to do with this one. This one's tricky. This one's more of like an intuition kind of thing. But you were a good signal. Like, yeah, that is brilliant. That'd have been sick to catch. So, but if this is a good move and we keep dropping, which we have 20 seconds to find out what it wants to do, like then we'll get another good signal. We can take that and we'll definitely be below VWAP and we can run. If this thing wants to dance, then that's fine. We just avoided some nonsense. But this thing did run up like 14 points before going in this direction. Okay, another we sat and I've got a weak long signal. Wow. Okay. Another opportunity to hit that and go short, but we're gonna wait. Now the 5-minute still shows long. We had a very decisive candle here, so this kind of tells me that maybe we're done dealing with this up here and we're ready to go back down. But we found a new bottom right here, essentially. So we're still chopping. Wouldn't fault anybody for have taken any of those signals. I just know that when we get a huge move like this, anytime we get a massive candle, the opportunity for there to be a reversal candle right off of that is so high that it's just hard to take. Like this candle right here, we definitely didn't take that one. There's just no way. Maybe we did. No, we didn't. It was this one we took, I believe. It's just too hard to figure out. Like, okay, huge move down, random. Are we going to reverse back up? Looks like we have. So we wait. We wait. Okay, here goes price. Are we done going down now? I don't know. Really doesn't matter the signal here. We'll be waiting. We need price to break up here. Strong long signal there, good, but not my cup of tea to trade this spot right here. Okay. That's why we don't trade ranges like this. And trading around view app just stinky. It's not fun. Okay, 5 minute has a sell signal now, so keep that in mind. 5 minute has now acquiesced to a sell. The signals on the 5 minute are typically decent. Like they're not bad. That previous one was bad, so like this one was bad. The one before it was bad too, actually. But the higher time frames tend to be pretty solid. All right, 1 minute. Okay. Weak long signal. We'll wait on that one as well. Again, we will break out of this and make a move. Like that will happen. It's just going to take a minute. Like we're not going to stay here forever. So we can't rush the process. If we know if we get up here and we run, we're good. If we get down here, cool. If we close below, we have a chance. So far, this is still a good, never mind. So far, it's a good buy signal, but it's no longer. Okay. See where this candle closes here. Pushing, pushing, pushing. That's cool. But if we pull all the way back, that's no fun. All right, so 10 seconds to our next signal here. Let's just see what we get. If this, I really thought we were going to get a strong long signal there. Well, dang. Okay, well. A bit of a pullback. Is price ready to come back and try to test some of these lows in here? Let's find out. Is it going to go green? Really? I'm almost certain it can't be a good signal, but wow. Weak. We're stuck on longs, so we'll hang out. Okay, 10-minute and 15-minute are still long. 5 minutes short. Gotta keep waiting. Another weak signal. Weak long signal. Okay. It really, I think this wick right here is what's given some cause for concern. This 57 right here. We wicked all the way, pulled all the way down, ran back up. That's a great signal. I just think that it's given us some pause, and so interesting there. But now we're back to our range that we were at before. So, like, what are we doing? You know. Okay. Quite boring. Long signal there. Okay. Again, I want to see price get above this 362 level. I'd be okay with like taking a short if we got below this 325 level right here. If we got below that, that'd be cool. Like I'd be in for a short right there. We're just not getting any consistent movement, and so it's tough to. We're getting red, green, red, green, red, green next. I don't know. And we do track that. We do track number of candles in a row because it's important. It lets us know how smooth or inconsistent price is. I do track that. That's a Evanism more than anything else, but I'm cool with the short right here. If we get a strong enough signal and I can catch it, I'm cool with that. Nope, we're still stuck on longs. Okay. Oh, that's a good call. Okay, I'm looking like this is the high that we want to stick around with. So we'll see. Okay, pull back here. %54 weak. All right, we wait. Oh. I'm bugging. ATR coming down, but risen a little bit. So interesting. We haven't moved anywhere, but we've had huge candles. So just feel like the market's waiting on something to come. Let's see, can I do something? Sell signal. Still nothing to really worry about. Okay. All right. Long here and good signal. Bad signal. Bad signal. I'm not against the long signal right here, but it needs to be convincing. 72, can't take that yet. Price already popped. I tried to time that way better than I did. Can this candle get green for me? I don't think so. I think I made $1 on that. I think I made $1 on that one. I won that one worse than it was a good signal. That wasn't really a good trade by me. I really could have just jumped in later and waited. I will. My entry was as pushing up to these highs. Weak. Okay, we'll chill out for a second. Back up to these highs here. We tested it, we tried it, it didn't work. So let's see if we have some more maybe juice in us to get higher than this. Let's find out. Okay, let's take a look at how we've done so far today. It hasn't been pretty at all. 6 trades, 4 wins, 2 losses. Our biggest loss is 270. Our biggest win is 170. So I'm cool with that. Really haven't done a whole lot. So just gotta keep being patient here. We will break out of this nonsense, and then we will have ourselves a decent trade. I don't know which way yet. It feels like we're gonna go up, but markets are barely green. My 10-year is down a little bit. So hopefully that can keep trickling down. See, this is a sell signal that I'm not opposed to taking, like right there. Um, it just doesn't make sense for me to take it while price is above the moving averages the way it is, right? Like I'm not against this trade altogether. Like I think it could actually be a decent one. I just don't think it's the safest trade we could take. And I know like trading isn't supposed to be the safest, obviously not the safest activity, right? This isn't safety first class. But when it comes to like not losing money, I mean, this is one of those trades where it's like, all right, we could probably do a decent job of just not risking anything right now and waiting. Because technically this is a bad signal until price flies down. So we're trying this 62 level. Like we've tried it. This is the second time now, and we've completely rejected every time. 63 level, we'll call it. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. So, God, price is really boring the hell out of me right now. Good work. Good work, Kevin. Got back to break even, unfortunately. Some 75 took me out. Yeah, right now we're super choppy. Like we are, I mean, it is chop city. And sometimes you have to just zoom out and look at the picture and say, okay, like here's where we are. Price isn't going to stay here forever, but it is right here, right now. And so we kind of just have to be patient. Some of these signals are going to be really, really good, but we have to just wait for price to make a significant move. This could be one of them, and then we have more valid reasons to go, in this case, long or short. So let's see what we got. Big push. This feels like we're sitting in the right spot. I have a feeling this next candle is going to take off without us, so hopefully we can get in on it. Strong. Yeah, there it goes. I'm not catching up to that one. And that's why. That's exactly why. Jump in, price pulls all the way back, and now we're kind of like stuck with this mediocre trade that is now heavily going against us. So let's just see what happens here. We've got price kind of reversing back down to the support. If it dives deep, then maybe we could take a little trade there and catch it on the way back up. Take it right there. That's what I'm looking for right there. That's all we needed. There we go. Good stuff. Bad trade. What happened to Trade-Evate, by the way? Did it just stop moving? Good. All right, we're up 245 across 6 accounts. 250 times 6 is, I don't know. I say 245, is that what I said? Yeah. 1470 for today, so good stuff. Good stuff there. Good signal here. That was a tough one. That was one where we have to manage it really well in order for it to be successful. Not the cleanest of trades, but again, we got a long, strong signal. We didn't rush here. We waited for price to roll back to us, and then it jumped up on us, and we were able to go ahead and take that profit. So good stuff there. We have 3 of our 5 needed days to make $200 to get a payout for TOPSTEP. However, our accounts are currently negative, so we have some work to do to get back to even, and then some more work to do to get actually a payout. So Good stuff there. More trades than I thought I'd be taking today. Let's look at the stats really fast. I think that one trade helped us out a bit. So 7 trades, 5 wins, 2 losses, 71% win rate. Again, our biggest win was 360. Our biggest loss was 270. So anytime that's the case, we have a bigger win than our biggest loss. We're probably going to be profitable, which is how it works. I don't really care about the average loss versus win because we're going to have more wins than losses. We should. So good stuff there. I think our max run up was after we took our second loss. We didn't lose a trade after that, which I don't know what that second loss was actually. But anyway, 38 looks like 20 to 38. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Well, we'll call it a day for today. That's kind of what I was looking to get out of today. We had a chance to maybe be up like $400, but we gave back 200 or $300 on one trade or something like that, $200. So kind of annoying, but good day. It's kind of what we were looking for. We will be back at it Monday. I will have some updates to the site. I think later today. It won't look any different for you guys, but it'll score differently some things. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun for us to look at. And we'll talk about that on Monday as some updates do roll out. And then I'll have some small things that I'm looking to update on my end. Again, Kevin, you mentioned adding the actual time to the signal analysis. I totally agree with that. We only have so much bandwidth right now, but I totally agree. Like what time frame goes with which, and then we can look at these and we can go back and study kind of how these actually work. Okay. For anybody that doesn't know, click on your face, go to, you guys won't see this. You'll see this. Account settings, not that either. Signal dashboard. There we go. And then you have all of this. Okay. So hopefully that helps. But I will see you guys on Monday. We'll have a much better week. We went 2 negative days, 3 positive days this week. Hoping to have all 5 positive days next week like we did the week before. So anyway, I will see you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Be in the Discord. Be active in the Discord. I want this to be a community that everybody is talking and chatting, as you guys can see right here. So don't let me be the only one. Happy to have you guys as a part of this, and let's build this bad boy together and keep it cranking. All right, I'll see you guys. Have a safe weekend. Don't overtrade the rest of the day. We'll be back at it on Monday.